Hey everybody, welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy. I am in this green star area. Once you find the 3 hidden green stars in the game, you unlock this area where you have the motion control challenges. So this one isn't so bad. It's the Rolling Gizmos Galaxy. Remember the golf-themed galaxy where you just kind of had to run on a giant golf ball and then eventually you landed inside a hole? Well, that's this challenge. See, there's the golf ball place. You just need to roll your ball into the hole. Just send it home. It wants to be in its home. Just send it home. So let me show you the successful time I played this galaxy. I had to do this over and over again. I've got some outtakes at the end of this video, but I wanted to start showing the right way to beat this galaxy. The first challenge is not too bad. You'll get used to doing this first area because you'll have to do it over and over again, and eventually you'll be able to do it just fine. It's just going across some thin platforms, and then you just go forward. You need to jump while going at those blocks. And there are plenty of stars. See those star bits over there? Mario's going to be rolling here. I'm going to pick up a lot of star bits there. So it's very easy to get a lot of star bits. As you can see, I got over 200 star bits in this level. So here you just get to this spot, roll forward quickly across the bridge. Just sort of wait here. And then you can jump over that challenge, or you could try to roll on those rotating edges. I prefer jumping over it. Here we have that block which pushes you back and forth. So that's a trick I do, is I just jump to try to reposition myself. Because if you're in the air, no! If you're in the air, you're not rolling, and you don't have to worry about the motion controls as much. So that's my recommendation. Yeah, so I'm doing that a lot here because I'm not very good with motion controls. But another motion control trick you can do is just move slowly. Just move slowly. Just take like small steps at a time. That helps. Oh man, and lots of star bits here. They definitely gave you lots of star bits because they knew you'd be dying over and over again, and you need a lot of lives. So here, it's just really tough, and I just decided to run for it. So I decided to run as quickly as possible through this challenge. You kind of have to aim to the right, and that's me trying to get there, but I failed. So I aim to the right, you get on one of these platforms while it's rotating, and then I just run for it. Run, jump into the hole. And it worked. I'm actually amazed it worked. A couple of times, I did make it to that spot, and I tried to go slowly, so I tried to wait at the edge, and then just go forward. Just wait at the edge, and go forward as soon as that block was passed. And you know what happened? The block pushed me off. That's what happened. So that's why, on my successful turn, I just ran through it. And then, as promised, these are outtakes. This is me failing the course over and over again. Like that. Yeah, that was kind of bad. I actually have about 11 more minutes. I played this level for about 11 more minutes just during practice. And yeah, so what's this? This is about 4.5 minutes of outtakes. So I'd say it took me about 15 minutes of practice before I actually beat this level. But like I said earlier, this first part is really easy. You'll be doing that first part over and over again, because you'll be dying over and over again. Unless you're way better than I am when it comes to motion controls. I still find this challenge way better than the manta ray surfing. I still like it way better than that. And I like how we have these areas. These are relatively safe areas, I say as I fall off. But when Mario's rolling by himself, that's a relatively safe area. You don't really have to worry about the motion controls there. You could just sit and wait for Mario to stop, and then you'll get control eventually. So this, yeah, that one-up's pretty easy to get. It's probably kind of difficult to miss that one-up, actually, to make that turn. You'd have to have a somewhat precise jump. I imagine there are some players that are really good at making those jumps to cut across areas, but I'm not one of them. So So this is what I mean. This is a spot where you don't have to do anything. Mario's moving on his own, moving on his own, moving on his own, and now you can control him. Now you get to control him again. I feel like there are a lot of star bits in this world, perhaps as a distraction too, because you might get distracted trying to get those star bits. And, you know, if you get too distracted with those star bits, then you're not paying attention to Mario and the motion controls. And did you see that, where I was sort of on the edge of the yellow thing, but didn't quite fall off? That's sort of amazing. But no, the direction you have to hold your remote in order to collect the star bits is different from the direction you have to hold your remote in order to control Mario. So that's why it can be a little tricky. If you're focused on getting the star bits, then that's not good. You need to readjust your remote to get back to moving Mario. This slope is kind of tough. You can kind of jump it. It's actually not that bad, but I do sometimes get stuck there, so I have to roll backwards a little bit and then roll forward to get up it. Fortunately, there are no other slope areas, except for the one that's sort of over here. Well, I mean, this is a slope area, but I never bother to get those coins. I just don't. So this slope, that slope, yeah. But you don't really have to be on that slope for long, and there's really no reason to hang out on the right-hand side of this area. Just go forward to the next area. That's a really easy one-up to get. That one-up is get. It's good. And okay. You want to be on the very edge of this planet. Otherwise, you know, if you're on the right-hand side, it'll push you into the floor, and you'll just fall off, and that's not good. I feel like the bombs are there to try to get you into those holes, but you can easily get past them by jumping. That's what I did. Alright, so this is where I make it to the final area. So check that. Oh man, I almost fell off there. That would have been terrible. So this is what I was talking about earlier when I made it to the final area. And then I tried to be tricky with those blocks. I tried to get right up against the block as close as possible before going past it. And then it just knocked me off. So you'll get to see that in a few seconds. So I tried to get close to it, and it pushed me off, and I died. The end. So those are outtakes. Like I said, I practiced this level for at least 10 extra minutes beyond what you saw there. So, yeah, about 15 minutes of practice. That's how long it took me to beat this level. Perhaps your mileage may vary. Perhaps you're a lot better at motion controls than I am. In which case, congrats!